Hey everybody, Gains with Gerds here, and welcome to the two main keys you need to know in order to unlock your squatting potential. The purpose for this video is because when I was a kid, I was taught that you have to squat a certain way. It was a dogmatic approach as a young athlete that I was taught your squat pattern has to look this way. And although I can agree with that in some circumstances, I want to share with you today two main reasons and things that you need to focus on in order to perform better and avoid injury. Okay, so the two things that you'll see in the weight room, we're about to go into the weight room and I'm going to show you, I'm going to demonstrate what we're talking about here is knee positioning and spinal positioning. Okay, and the reason I say this with kinematics, with the study of human movement, we have to focus on joint positioning. Okay, and because the positioning of those joints affects the kinetics of the movement or the forces and torques acting at certain joints. So when we have these complex discussions, I want you to just take away two things from this video. If my knees are in a good position and my spine's in a good position, I know I am putting my body in giving it the opportunity to perform at its highest level, therefore unlocking your true squatting potential. So this video is funny. I get into it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys after the video.
What's up, guys? Barbell back squat, the king of all movements. Let's check it out. Here's a how-to video on how to do it. Okay, I'll demonstrate some good reps here, or as good as I can do right now. Just get warmed up. There we go. Got a nice little squat position. Let's talk about what you need to know. Okay, what are the coaching cues? How should you squat? There's a million different variations. None of them are wrong. It's just about finding what's right for you. As a matter of fact, the acetabulum, which is the head of your femur that goes into your hip socket, there are like a million different variations on how that bone is structured on every human being. So I don't want to hear toes in or toes out philosophies. I don't care. It's about what works for you and what is safe. What is safe is a neutral spine and your knees staying out laterally, not coming in. Knee valgus is the #1 no-go on any lower body exercise. I'll show you what I mean. Absolutely not, never. Don't ever squat like that. Push those knees apart as you sit down. You'll see my spine is not overextended as I do the movement, and it's not flexed as I do the movement. At no point during the entirety of the movement does my spine change positions, okay? I am simply spreading the floor apart with my legs, dropping down to parallel and coming back up, okay? I don't want to get into a conversation on depth because I want you to first off find your stance. This is okay, right? This is okay as long as my knees don't do what? Come inside or my spine crumples, okay? Narrow stance. This is okay. I can't do that. My ankles are not good enough for me to do that. I hear so many coaches and trainers saying you have to squat like this. For no reason should you ever tell somebody what they have to do. Number one, this is America. We believe in freedom. Number two is, as I said before in the beginning of this video, there's a million different variations of the acetabulum alone. So for you to tell somebody how they should move their body, I had coaches tell me for years, hey man, those feet need to be facing forward. And I would get here and then a bunch of weird stuff would start happening because I could not physically get into that position. I still can't get into that position to this day. I don't want to get into that position. I want my legs to grow. I want to get big jacked quads. So I'm going to find a position in which I can sit down comfortably, keeping good technique, not risking spinal integrity, and also taking care of my knee health. That's all I'm concerned about when I squat, okay? Reach out to me if you guys have questions. There's more to a squat than just this video, but you saw a good demonstration of one. You understand that your feet need to stay flat. You're pushing through your heels or your midfoot, whichever one you want, as long as your feet stay flat. And you are focusing on neutral spine and knees spreading the floor. Okay, never your knees crashing in, always your knees pushing out laterally. All right, reach out to me if you have questions, guys. This is an awesome movement. It's the king of all movements. Do not add load until you've mastered it with a barbell. Do not add load to dysfunction. Unless it looks perfect, then you are not adding any weight to the bar. I see too many people doing absolute garbage squats every time I walk into a gym, and they're decreasing the longevity of their lifting career by freaking years. They are decreasing the longevity of their life, their kids throwing the football in the backyard. I don't care what it is, they won't be doing it much longer because they are done. I don't want that to be you. We don't ever add load to dysfunction.
Sweet guys, thanks so much for watching. So the action items, right? Knowledge is great, but knowledge without action is useless. So we have to put what you just saw in that video to action. There's two things I want to give to you. Number one is experiment. Okay, I need you to go experiment with the different positions you saw: toes out, feet straight, knees wide, knees narrow, whatever it is. I want you to experiment with different positions following those two main principles we talked about in the video: keeping the knees pushing out laterally, avoiding knee valgus, and also keeping a neutral spine through the entirety of the movement. If you can do those two things, I don't care where your feet are, it's about what's comfortable for you. So in order to establish that, it's gonna require you to experiment. I need you to experiment. Number two, record it, okay? Record the different positions. Try out feet wide, feet narrow, try out toes out, toes in, and see what looks the best as well. Or have a coach monitor and look at what you're doing and what looks optimal for your joint mechanics, okay? So the second thing I'll tell you is you have to get an eye on it, okay? You can't just experiment in the mirror because you can't see every angle. I'm encouraging you to take a video of you squatting so you can find your optimal squat pattern. When I did that, it changed my performance in the squat. I actually enjoy squatting now. Never in my life did I enjoy the back squat because it was so uncomfortable, because I was trying to do almost like a high bar vertical orientation when I didn't have the ankle range of motion to accomplish that. Now you can see here, I am clearly now more focused on just a mix between a high bar, low bar, and it's kind of just a custom squat pattern that works for me. And I have a neutral spine and my knees are not tracking inwards, okay? So these are the action items, guys. Subscribe to my channel. You're gonna see a lot more videos like this, and share this video with a friend that you think could benefit from knowing the two main keys to unlocking the back squat. So thank you guys for watching.